Hello, my name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Mubarak Karim to all our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. And also a happy new month to all of you from Tap Tap Send in the whole Riase. As you already know, Tap Tap Send remains to be your #1, numero uno money transfer app you can ever find in the whole world. All you have to do is to go onto Google Play Store or App Store and download Tap Tap Send. The name is what? Tap Tap Send. Now, the testimonies from people is overwhelming. Everybody is giving the good testimony about Tap Tap Send because I've used it before and I understand how reliable, secure, and fast the app is. You, if you like, put it to a test and you'll see. So, what are you waiting for? Download Tap Tap Send now. Keep on sending the money to the loved ones and your family and let them appreciate you more. Remember the name. It's Tap Tap Send. Hey.
Tap Tap Send. Send more, spend less.
Hello, my name is Bismarck Ejapon. I'm a personal trainer here at Wembley Leisure Center. I am here to help you to achieve your health and fitness goals and also to transform your physique. I'm in the gym almost every single day. If I'm not here, you can come through to the casual area where you find my iPad stand and you can get in contact with me by filling in your details. If not, speak to a member of Better Gym staff and they'll be able to get in contact with myself.
It is all love when we meet like this. In fact, I am always happy to find myself in this seat, live inside the studios of Sammy Flex TV. This is Sammy Flex Speaks. My name is Roland Amate. Welcome. If you're watching, don't forget to subscribe and also recommend this channel to other people because real showbiz, in fact, the big, the medium, the small, all can be found inside the studios of Sammy Flex TV. And that is what we are about. So let me say big ups to Currency. Let me say big ups to Richie Flex. To have the big conversation with me in the studio is always the big man, the one with the magic wand, the gifted one, the one who is a gift to the world. His name is Oluwa Sammy Flex.
Now, some of my Nigerian subscribers, those who are jealous of the name, they have started saying some things that I've taken a Nigerian name because I want recognition in Nigeria. And I said, I did not take.
Up to even as at now, people still have a problem.
Oh yeah. Some people still do not get it, and that is life. You can't get everybody understanding what you do. So sometimes I read comments and I become so happy. In fact, when I'm bored, I read comments on YouTube. And that's the only place I read comments from. I read comments on YouTube because I know over there it's a commercial platform. To those free platforms, I don't go there to fool with anybody. But because it's a commercial platform, everything I do there, every time I spend on a commercial platform is worth it. So I read some of them because he wants to be accepted in Nigeria and say, no, I don't want to be. Some good people who love me and they love my works, they decided to bestow on me the name Oluwa. But over to you, and it is another discussion for another day.
For another day. So yeah, on the big table today, Stonebwoy is in the news. Yes. Not long ago at his Fifth Dimension album release party. We know we had lots of fun. I was there. My big man was also there. And something happened. In fact, he made a statement that sparked so many, how do we call it, controversies in the space. Some people even carried the whole statement onto the doorstep of somebody like Shatta Wale, bam, saying Stonebwoy has a letter for you. This is a letter to Shatta Wale. So what am I talking about? It's about Stonebwoy who in the course of performing or whilst he was performing entered into a different zone, a different dimension and made certain statements saying, fuck anybody who say it be the dancehall king. In murder.
I saw you go.
And it's a Bishacha, and I would have taken off the cap like he did and shake the rasta.
And drop your mic.
Yeah, and drop the mic. And drop the mic, say bam.
Yeah.
So that is what Stonebwoy said. And in fact, without any explanation, so many people had their own explanation to that statement. some people even had a problem with Stonebwoy, still trying to hold on to or fight for that dancehall kinship. And today, in an interview with Nana Romeo on Accra FM, Stonebwoy has given an explanation to the statement that he made on that day. To him, he never meant to insult anybody. In fact, he said he was in a different zone, and it happens to almost every top artist. And I don't know how you or what you're going to make of that particular explanation, but before my big man steps in, let's go take a quick look at the interview or hear what Stonebwoy said. When we come back, we will have a conversation.
That's right. Nanseng nkomodi die mu a minim ba bia na wo pote die ba nkomodi die mu a na em se wo kan bibi se Ghana ha I want to quote you very well. Okay bibi am say manfo ante wase yi for the sake of say ye wo ha no e bia na they said a black odie ya wo chirichiri mu no e bia obi a wante ase yi no I explain em say me ehun viral video bi clip bi na capture wa na wo shout say word way say F. Anybody who say him be the dancehall king in mother. I mean, why did you say that?
I'm telling myself, I did me
okay, bro.
Simple and yeah.
Okay.
I'm to my auntie, I say, Obi show na see be our buy be an em say, Omono muhu, the experience no muhu said there a buy and to Omono no motia say. What I say? I don't know. It was like a drop the mic moment. You see a lot of underground dancehall artists by here. It was just overwhelming. Yeah. So there was a high spirit and a sense of duty of asa sebi yedikaino to continue to pave way for the lot of asa witchery. Like just like I was doing on the stage at that moment. That in context is to say you will jumaye. Inti obi bia obeka se oyesa na che se nkwala edi echini ade ye omoden na che se onye etwe it was that's the context that a film it's like a drop mic moment sorry to say it was street terms in kwana me use and it was hard words intina a reflect but that means to say for instance bit make say Obi be also a musical president to be an the uncle Dakra. Because music no you will do my Shen Kole wetri Shenyama that's why eba. But what in America and I say I say you to me be a coin. Owing to the fact say Oshen Kola na me do mo backstage they be a mena platform be a na me pia or become him say a juma or iti one okita sa seat now also not just a juma or and it was a drop mic moment and a drop mic statement. And even at the moment I dropped the mic, in terms of in the spirit of it, you know, what it was all about. But that clip ni piano and Jinayi, what I say, I'm a man for everybody was giving meanings to it. But don't forget, say, me a Shama boy. Me to make us say a 19 me female chili. No. Me a get to me a street boy and kasa. And those were street terms to term say, you know, to term stuff. Like that, it say that was it. It was not referring to anybody. So beyond Jimbo, so up to now. Okay,
the only person I be I don't know be we near medical or be tweety. I don't know if you are aware of the tweet. Medical tweety say Stonebwoy said something mean about Shatta Wale. But we all know Shatta Wale is the king of dancehall in Africa. His baller tracks on the 5th Dimension album couldn't fetch him the attention he needed. So he trying to use the king's name for clout. This is what he
but I account so I'm for critically different. Into me really say a account but a account to swear medical meaning a very cool. I asem na ba into a one who quite say obia abe to me edin in church remu amano.
That's right.
But say the amatrimu no sanet ye.
That's right.
And Ponobi or Humpo on Tias, yes, I still say my trimusa. And Obi or mean trimunocran or pay. But any diamede, any diame or my own my church. That was a drop mic statement, a drop mic moment. Kanye's and everybody does that.
Right.
It's in the spare of the moment.
Right.
And my church says, oh, Tias here.
That's all.
Members will be my boss to say, in the spare of the moment near where Jumaye.
It's true. That's right. Bro, we are coming to Fifth Dimension album.
In the spur of the moment, you know, in fact, there's lots of work to be done. And indeed, there's work on the table. Brah.
Yeah.
Ajumaba.
Ajumaba. First of all, big ups to Stonebwoy. I think we're activating a media tour for Fifth Dimension album, and he has to do it, because if he doesn't do it and he leaves it like that, the rest of the hype for the album will die. Because remember, before the album, the noise before the album was very strong.
Of course.
Very, very strong. Like you could feel it everywhere. But after the album dropped, the first few days or maybe weeks, we have all realized that it is dying. And it is dying because there are so many things calling for attention. We just had the VGMAs, which is big. In Ghana's entertainment industry, there's nothing bigger than VGMAs. The moment VGMA comes, everything ceases. Everything goes to a halt. So it is one of the reasons why the album seems to be slow. So it is good that he's activated it with a media tour. So good. I'm so happy that he did not neglect the local media, because I know the attention of this particular album, and I know the focus direction of this album, where Stonebwoy wants to go with this album. If he doesn't really respect the local media, he'll not do much with us. But I'm sure he's seen that no matter what, the grounds should be solidified. And that when the grounds are solidified, I can still stand on it and move on to the next thing that I would have to do. That is why, despite all the odds, he's still seen to do the media tour. I'm sure in the next coming weeks he'll be traveling, because he has a show in UK and other shows that he'll be playing, though he's moved his tour because of that. But I still know he has some 1 or 2 shows that he's got to play. Now, back to the matter, open and close. He was responding to what happened at the album release party. And Nana Romeo was not there, so obviously he couldn't get some of the details right, because he said he didn't even know where the statement was made. Sometimes it is good to go to some events. It is one of the reasons why when I get invitation to attend some programs, I don't want to miss it, because when you are there, you understand it more. And that when you are doing any questions about it, you get to flow well because you were there. Like, so in this particular case, I was there. And as a matter of fact, listening to Stonebwoy, he was brutally honest with what he was saying.
On, like, during the interview?
Yes, during the interview. In the interview with Nana Romeo on Accra FM.
Just watched.
He was brutally honest.
Wow.
He started with Onokra no onim sene.
I say one shedder.
One shedder. And that's the fact. It was not something he planned to do. No, that's what I'm saying. He was brutally honest with his response. He did not plan to do. That's fact. One shedder. Because I told you that after I even had a conversation with one of his management members, and he was telling me, Charlie, when they even go home, they were laughing at, like, how did this happen? How did this happen?
When?
How? Like, because it was not part of their plans. So the response he gave to Nana Romeo, very correct. He did not fake the response. Even with what he said after, he did not plan it. One shedder. It was the spur of the moment. And even I'm sure you or Kojo has been saying that he did not plan it, but because he saw the guys were doing it, and at the time he was playing some songs from back, some of his hit songs from back. And the way the young boy, you know, dancehall comes with some attitude.
Of course.
If you are doing dancehall and you are toasting, it comes with some attitude. Dancehall, like, it comes with a beef culture, clash. Dancehall comes with beef clashes and all. So he got into that mood. He got into that mood. That was when he started saying those things. So the response to Nana Romeo, apt. He did not tell a lie. He did not take any action from it. He was straight that everything that happened there was that spur of the moment, and he calls it drop mic moment, and it was true. We were there. We saw it. He was not in that mood. I'm sure we all saw it the time he gave me shout out and say, oh, Sammy, oh dear. And the young boys were doing it. His security guy even came to add up to the hype. And then he entered into that frenzy. Then he felt like, let me throw out some salvo small and see how things will go. And he did. So the response to me is apt. He did not tell a lie with the response. Everything he said in there was the fact. And I want us to take it as such. Okay. Then he says that he does not think someone lays claim to it.
Of course.
Of course. He can't come and say it is because nobody lays claim to it. That's why I said that. Stonebwoy, in his knowledge, knows that there is a certain figure who calls himself the Dancehall King. And of course, he knows that figure is also Shatta Wale. And it is not easy for him to just give that title to him in an interview platform like this. No, he won't do it. Because even for some time, I've seen that when he's on an interview platform doing his responses, he does not mention Shatta Wale easily.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. He can mention Sarkodie easily. He can mention in fact, he mentions Sarkodie more. But for Shatta, the last time I know he mentioned him on an open platform was when he received the award for best reggae dancehall artist, and he said to SM and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so that one, he knows there is a figure be somewhere who has been mentioning Dancehall King as his title. But of course, he wouldn't sit anywhere to declare that title for that particular person. So in this response, it is apt. He did not say anything wrong. It was true. He's a ghetto boy. He's a street guy. So he knows how to conduct himself when he's doing corporate stuff. He knows how to conduct himself when he's doing street stuff. When he went to launch the techno, we saw something. Whilst he was coming in, he was in like suit, properly dressed. But when he was performing, we saw him in jeans. So he knows how to behave in both ways. When he is doing the street things, he knows what language, what attitude to do for the street things. When he's doing the corporate things, he knows what language, what attitude to do for the corporate things. So yes, what he said was what he said. It is true. He did not give an F for anybody at that time, because at that time he was in his street element, and in his street element, whoever he thinks deserves to receive any salvo, why not? Bah, everybody should take it, and I'm sure it is what it is. So yes, it is true, and we pray that all the plans he has for the young talent would really flourish, because everybody needs help. I'm sure those people that he's been giving platforms for, that has also been their dream, that, oh, on this day I want to also share a platform with this artist, that artist, and he's been doing that for them. So if that brought the energy for him to fire whoever deserved to be fired according to his books, let's take it as such. And
I have some other topic I would want us to discuss, but before we move on to that, let me just ask this. With this response or explanation, you said it's apt. He did not lie. He took complete responsibility to it. Now, my question is, you said definitely we know it is directed to a certain figure, which is Shatta Wale. So let's see if that figure hears this explanation. Is he going to understand? How do you think he's going to take it? And would you be surprised even if the person also comes to respond in a different way, maybe some other time?
The figure, as in Shatta Wale, when he listens to this explanation, he will not take it as the Holy Bible. He will not take it as the holy message. Because at this stage, they are all of them, they are fighting for supremacy. At this stage, all of them, they are fighting for supremacy. So yes, if he hears it, he will see it as, this is how you want the public to understand it. But me and you, we understand the code.
Oh, sir?
Of course. When he hears this explanation, he will know that, oh, he was on a radio platform.
Okay.
He was in the public space. This is something that has happened, and he has to explain in an afterthought. So at this stage, this is the kind of message that he can package to give to the public. But to him, he knows we understand the message.
There's no diplomacy.
We understand the code. On the street, there is no diplomacy. I'm not sure if someone should ask this question again to Stonebwoy in another location, another environment. Maybe the response will be the same. Yeah, he can still come ahead and say, yeah, it is true. Anybody where they claim say be this, then for help the small boys. If they don't help the small boy, where is their kingdom? Or where is their kinship? So that's what I'm saying. He has grown in the game that he understands the language based on where he is. If he's on the street, he knows what language to speak. If he's in the corporate world, he knows what language to speak. On that radio platform, he was in the corporate world. So he couldn't continue to portray that attitude he did on that particular stage. So yes, the other guy will hear it, but will not take this as the holy truth. He only take it as a language for the masses. But me and you, we understand the code and we know exactly what you mean.
Okay, so before we wrap up, on the same interview, Stonebwoy also said, like, pleaded with some Ghanaians abroad, saying most of them seem to be so enthused about foreign stuff, especially going for other people's events rather than their own Ghanaian musicians whenever they host shows there. Not long ago, even on the VGMA stage, somebody like Angel Town, that is Sarkodie's manager, also made a similar plea on stage that the people should come out. I don't know if it is about time or what are some of the causes of this particular thing that looks as if our people don't patronize our artists when they go out like that.
See, that problem is a big problem, and I'm happy they are talking about it. And we don't have to stop until we see a change. We have to continue talking about it until we find out that finally Ghanaians abroad are all involved in what our people do.
Okay.
It is actually a problem, we know it. The last time we were in Dubai, we organized some small events. We organized some yacht party. We organized some club things, blah, blah, blah. But we saw the outcome.
Okay.
We saw the outcome. We went to the club and currency was there. It wasn't anything to write home about. The yacht party too, yes, I think the yacht party was a little successful, but compared to
the club
one, it wasn't anything to write home about. We were there and nothing happened. We just went there to chill and we came back home. We went there as like travelers, Sammy Flex and his people from Ghana, blah, 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 and we came back home. That is it. So that particular problem, it is a problem, and I'm sure we as Nigeria, they will make it look so beautiful. They will make it so obvious that yes, we believe in our thing and we came here to support it. But our people don't do it. So we have been experiencing this not now. It is from when you do stuff for Ghanaians abroad, they are not always there. Because to them, they think they went there for survival. So anything that is a way of, that is far from their survival, they play on looking to it. Or no, the coin, or the old trends are born a 5 to 9, and I born 9 to 5 a year. Your Tianica, when you be, or the Bia sending him, and Papa Ninuanum, the project via your Ghana was sorted out. That is all their thinking is about. Say a Drew Friday, Saturday be only £100 be on peak. No. £100 no, an ordinary Ghanaian will convert it quickly. £100, that would be like 1,500 or something. 1,500 just to go and blow it this evening. When that 1,500, he knows he can send
£100 for the over 2,000.
When he can, when he can send 500 to the mother, 500 to the uncle, 500 to, and those people will also appreciate it because these are less earning people. So 500 Ghana cedis to them means a lot to them as well. So yes, we understand that situation. So they should keep preaching that message. Every opportunity that they get, they should keep preaching it. I'm so happy Angel spoke about it. And you see, they are feeling it more because they do it more. Stonebwoy, for instance, will cry more about this because he has been going out there. He sees it. Sarkodie, I'm sure ever since he announced his album world tour, he has been seeing it. Maybe ticket sales are not going like that. No matter what, if your base is not Ghana for, your base can't be any other person because you are Ghanaian first. You are Ghanaian first. You started your career from here. So yes, the outside world will know you, but no matter what you do, your base should be Ghanaians. Then the Ghanaians can convince the Zambians, the South Africans, the Algerians, the Nigerians to come to you. So if the Ghanaians themselves don't patronize you, you are doomed. So yes, that particular point was apt as well. And I pray that the message goes deep to those who are listening and those who are watching as well. They need to support our people when they come abroad.
Will you say 1 minute anything about Stonebwoy's response to when Nana Romeo wrote the supposed medical tweet?
Yes, I think what happened to Nana Romeo can happen to any of us. Very unfortunate it happened to him in that particular instance. Just that it is one of the devils in our industry. You know, it can happen to you if you are not careful. If you don't do deep research, it can happen to you. If you don't cross-check, it can happen to you. So it was unfortunate it happened to me, and it was so obvious that he did not do any of the things I mentioned. But for all you know, it could have even come from any of his producers. It's sometimes when you have trust for people who give information, when they even give information, sometimes you don't want to cross-check because, you trust the person. So at that time, Nana Romeo couldn't say, oh, someone gave it to me. He had to take that responsibility and let it pass. So yeah, it is okay. Just that I'm so surprised that whilst he was posting that video, he posted it as well. That is my surprise. But on the other hand, I also want to say, okay, he wants to admit to his fault. He wants to take responsibility for the wrong he did. Because it was part of the interview, and anybody can cut a post. Exactly, and doesn't want to shy away from it. So these are the two. But Stonebwoy was so smart with the response. I want to believe Stonebwoy might have come across this. I want to believe Stonebwoy has correct information that says this was not a medical tweet. Okay. But he did not want the other guy to look bad. So he made it look, oh, yeah, somebody can create a fake account and do this. So Stonebwoy also helped Nana Romeo professionally by not letting everybody know that, oh, so you didn't know this. Because another person who wanted to let you look bad and say, but this one has come out to be fake, so why are you still bringing it? Imagine if it had been someone like Sister Debbie, Popiko Jodems. Oh, that they will respond to it. They will make you feel bad. But Stonebwoy handled it professionally. I think he did that so beautifully. And to us in the profession, including Nana Romeo and everybody, now the disinformation is in this world. So if you want to take an information from anywhere to use, check, and check again. Wow. This one is huge education on this platform. I don't know. So to Efo Ganyo, Stonebwoy, Livingstone. Is that his name? Yes, Livingstone. And Efo Ganyo. Efo Ganyo is an ever. Efo means father. So and Ganyo means what? Ganyo. Oh, it's somebody's name. It's name. So. Okay, Koswe. So to Efo Ganyo, big up yourself. Livingstone Eche Satekla. That one there is his name. Yeah. That one there is his name. Stonebwoy. So big up yourself to wherever you did the watching from. Don't forget to recommend this channel to other people. My name is Roland Amate. You just heard from the big man Oluwa Sammy Flex. Let me say big ups to Currency. Let me say big ups to Richie Flex, who are the handlers of this particular content. Till we meet again on the next episode, stay safe. Bye-bye.